I have to say there are very few actors or actresses in Hollywood that I would say had their head on right. And believe it or not, there's a very young actress right now who seems to be pointed in the right direction and is saying things from a common sense point of view. And it's making her a lot of friends and perhaps a lot of enemies in Hollywood. Of course, you probably know who I'm hinting at, but let's grab the story anyway. It looks like Jenna Ortega is not interested in a female 007. She says, I don't want to see a Jamie Bond. And I'm right with her. Of course, this story coming to us from Deadline, Tom Tapp over there, basically just reporting in a way that leaves a little gray area about whether or not he agrees, which is strange for a lot of the reporters over at Deadline or Variety or Hollywood Reporter, as they're basically just all Penske Media employees. Jumping to the story, it says, don't expect to see Jenna Ortega in Her Majesty's Secret Service anytime soon. Well, it'd be difficult to believe she's not English. The Beetlejuice actress says that she wants to see women get their own purpose-built action roles, which I agree, rather than taking over parts previously meant for men. Case in point, James Bond. I love that there's a lot more female leads nowadays, Ortega told MTV. I think that's so special, but we should have our own. I don't like it when it's like a spinoff. I don't want to see like Jamie Bond, you know? I want to see another badass. I'm with her there. Gregory Ratoff, who originally purchased and developed the rights to Bond in 1955, once considered a woman for the role, according to Nicholas Shakespeare's new biography. Okay, first and foremost, I don't believe that. Ratoff flirted with the idea of casting soon-to-be Oscar winner Susan Hayward as Bond. That is, until he met Sean Connery. The franchise took a step toward an actual female Bond with Lashana Lynch's Nomi, who takes over the 007, but not as Bond, in 2021's terrible film, No Time to Die. According to current 007 boss Barbara Broccoli, whose dad's probably spinning in his grave because of the mention of this, that's as close as we'll ever get. Well, good choice. Broccoli has said specifically that while she's open to Bond being played by actors of different backgrounds, she doesn't see a woman ever playing the role that was written by Fleming as a man. Makes perfect sense. I have to tell you, Jenna's been saying a lot of brilliant things lately. I've appreciated her perspective on much, and she really seems to be pointing everybody in the right direction as a path forward and kind of shunning a lot of what the modern nomenclature is around Hollywood, speaking about all of the wonderful messaging in such a wonderful way that they often ignore the consequences of their actions or statements. Jenna doesn't seem to be like that. She speaks her mind as plainly as, anyone, and certainly is not averse to getting in trouble, even with Hollywood writers, as we found out on the first season of Wednesday. I certainly don't imagine her trying to be Jamie Bond, as she's not British, but I also see her in a female action role at some point in the future, and we may get some hints at that in the next Beetlejuice film, which I'm looking forward to coming up this weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Would you like to see a Jamie Bond? Do you think that's something brilliant or something that would be rather problematic, to use one of those messaging words by the Looney Tunes? Do you think Jenna Ortega would be a decent action star, or do you think she just comes off as just a plain-spoken wonderkind, maybe like Sandra Bullock? And finally, as I've already asked this week about a James Bond film, who would you cast as the next James Bond, and in what time period? Because it has been suggested that maybe setting James Bond a little bit farther in the past would make him more acceptable. While I think that's probably true, I don't really care if he's acceptable in this day and age or not. I think you don't change Bond, and you bring him as big and brash as ever. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. And if you're here for the first time or even the 1,000th, double check that you're subscribed to the channel or that you're still subscribed, because A, it's free, and B, you don't want to miss anything, so do turn on the notifications bell as well. And while you're down there, hit the thumbs up button. It really does help with engagement, but I do want to know your thoughts. That's what the comments are for. And finally, if you have the time and opportunity, do share my channel and this video around on multiple platforms if you have them. Wouldn't mind seeing myself on Facebook or Instagram or maybe even Threads or, somewhere on Twitter. And of course, as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya.